Hey guys, Assalamu alaikum. I'm your host Aga Mehdi, and today with me very famous Usman Nasir. Today we'll talk about the topic which is tell me about yourself. A good answer to interview question. Usman will explain it. So Usman, please say something on tell me about yourself.
In this video, I am going to teach you 3 tips to answer the tell me about yourself interview question the right way so that you can stand out in front of hiring managers and ideally land more job offers. Now, there are a couple of ground rules you need to know before you can develop the perfect answer to this question. Rule number 1: do not talk about your personal or family life. You can develop the perfect answer to this question. When someone asks you, tell me about yourself, they are not actually asking to tell them about your personal life, your life choices, and the mistake that you have learned from, and now how you get here as a human being. They are not actually asking you to tell them about yourself. They are actually asking you to tell them about your qualifications, your experiences, as well as why you are a good fit for this role. That's it. They just want to know about your professional background and experiences in a nutshell. Rule number 2: do tell a story. Even though I said you should not be telling them about your life story, you do want to tell them your professional work story. I will get into details about this a little later, but essentially, a good professional work story means that it needs to be engaging, compelling, clear, and complete. So now that we have got the ground rule out of the way, let's move on to our 4 major tips on how to answer the tell me about yourself interview question. Now we are move on 4 major tips on how to answer the tell me about yourself interview question. Okay, so let's start off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is give a snapshot of your work history. So what this means is you are going to go back in time to the earliest professional job you have ever had, and you are going to start story from there. So essentially you are going to describe what company you worked at, including this company name, your title, number of years in that role, your major responsibilities, what title you had when you were in that position, how long you stay in that position for, and most importantly, what were your major responsibilities in that position. So for example, let's just say that you started off your career 5 years ago as a financial analyst. Okay, let's just make this up. Let's just use another accounting example. You started off your career 5 years ago as a financial analyst, and then you move up to senior financial analyst, and now you are a finance manager. When you telling your story, you are going to start off with your role as a financial analyst, and you are going to say something along the line of like this. I started off my career as a financial analyst 5 years ago with XYZ company where I perform full cycle accounting duties, month end close, perform procedures, and assist with budgeting and forecasting on monthly basis. So now you are going to do that for each and every one of your position. You are essentially telling mini work snapshot for every position that you have held up to the current position that you are holding right now. Tip number 2, make your mini stories achievement oriented. So after you have told the employer about the company you were at, the title that you held, the number of years you were there for, and the major responsibilities that you had in that position, you are then going to describe one major accomplishment that you were able to achieve in that role. Uh, and accomplishment is any time where you have saved time, saved money, improved process, improved profitability. Now, anything where you have done something that has resulted in a quantifiable, ideally quantifiable result for your company or your department. So, to add on to our example, you will say, in that role, a major accomplishment I am most proud of was that I was able to reduce the time spent on month end procedure by developing an Excel mode which automated a major accounting process. This resulted in a time saving of approximately 1 day per month. So you will do both these tips number 2 and tip number 1 in conjunction with each other for every single position that you have held. Now, tip number 3, tell the employer what you know about this role. Once you have gone through your entire story and you have told the employer about your major role as well as the accomplishment that you have achieved, it's now time to acknowledge to the employer what you know they need for this particular position that they are hiring for. So, to continue on your example, you will then say, the reason why this is so important and that so many people don't do this is because what it does psychologically is that it tells the employer that not only are you aware of your abilities and your achievements, but that you are also aware of his or her needs as well as and what they are looking for. And when you can say something as simple as just simply acknowledging, I am aware that for this role you need someone with process improvement skills and abilities. It's creating a connection with the employer. It's not you any longer talking at them, you are talking to them. So now finally on tip number 4, tell the employer why you are the right fit for what they need. This is the icing on the cake. It's the cherry on top. And it's the one thing that many people do not bother to say when they are answering this or many other interview questions. And that is to tell the employer to literal spoon feed them, to maybe even brainwash them to understanding why you are one and only perfect fit for this position. So that add on to our example, you would say something like, I understand that for this position of finance manager that you are hiring for, you are looking for someone with strong process improvement skills. Overall, due to my strong background, I and my achievement in successfully identifying gaps and creating efficiencies, I am confident I will be able to succeed in this role you are hiring for. So you are literally just feeding it to them and telling them I am the right fit for the role above all of us. So now you are know how to answer one of the hottest interview question.
Hope that you like this video. Please give it thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends, and thank you so much for watching this video. We will meet you in next video soon, inshallah.